Hello peeps, welcome back to Old Yorkshire Git on this. It's a bit chilly actually, Thursday morning, a bit nipped today. Not complaining. Anyway, yeah, here we go. Final Fantasy 14 part 249. Just a quick check at my notes. Hey. I'm saying note. Right. Oh, get that out of the way. Right, speak with Alfie. I can't remember what we're doing. What's happened? Oh, we're still trying to figure out how to get him home, aren't we, I think. That's right, and that, yeah, I remember Lena coming, didn't she? I must confess, I enjoy my fair share of scholarly research. Good to step outside for some fresh air. Go and speak with Lena, yeah. Exit the Crystarium. Ah, here she is. We have little time, I'll be brief. A Sinich has been sighted in Lakeland. I asked for your assistance in slaying it. I heard some few remained after the night had returned, but perhaps we should call the others. That will not be necessary. It's a single Sin Eater, simple task for our guard, I should think. That said, I believe fighting alongside the Warrior of Darkness would be a valuable experience for them. Peace can lead to complacency and they gain nothing from an easy victory. But you do not underestimate your foes, however harmless they may seem. My men would do well to learn from your example. Me, why not Alfie? Yeah, send Alfie. Let's be about it then. Excellent, then let us make for Fort Job. We're off to Fort Jobby. How are we all doing? Are we alright? Hope you're having a good day or about to have a good day or had a good day. It could be in the evening, you could be watching this in bed. I don't know. Whatever, I hope you've had a good one. Right. There's Lena. If you'd wait here a moment, I'll gather the others. You may not remember, but you have met these soldiers once before, though only in passing. Long have they waited for the opportunity to fight at your side. I was at death's door that day after the Sin Eaters attacked. If you and yours hadn't come along, I'd have likely stepped through and would have been alone. Your courage and selflessness is something I'll aspire to. Oh God, it's this, is it? I too was there that terrible day, blah 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 blah. A pleasure to meet you, sir. Truly, it seems like only yesterday I watched as you took flight astride an Amaro to go and save the Oracle. Blah blah blah. We seem to be missing one. My apologies, Captain Lena. An elderly gentleman asked that I escort him to Clearmelt. Took longer than I anticipated. I'll not begrudge your desire to help those in need, but a soldier must be punctual, especially when we play host to honoured guests. It won't happen again. The name's Thaler. Oh, hello, Thaler. All the seagulls like him, you know, because all the nice gulls love a Thaler. Oh, I'm in one of them moods today, so I do apologise. I'm sure you who we met once before in the infirmary. Right, we're going to go off and... I asked you to deliver a message to the Exarch. Little did I know I was already talking to him. Don't give up, don't give in. I keep these words close to my heart. Right. My friend got to see the Knight's return shortly before he passed. There are countless others who weren't so fortunate. They gave their lives to the promise of a future. Yes, okay. No matter what happens, we won't give up, we won't give in. Never retreat, never surrender. Your heroism has inspired all of our guardsmen in much the same manner. Our scouts at the northern staging point have not had the pleasure of meeting you. Let us not keep them waiting. Oh God, we're going to have more. Speak with a Crystarium scout. Do dee do. Do dee do dee do. Do dee do dee do.
Did you slay this eater? Your orders were to await the main force before engaging.
No, Captain. It wasn't us, I swear it. A man came out of nowhere and cut it down before we knew what was happening.
By himself? Certainly it is no light warden, but nevertheless.
It's true. Felled it with a single swing of his axe, he did. I've never seen anything like it. So I says to him, who are you, the warrior of bleeding darkness? And he says, no. I'm a warrior of light. And that was it. Buggered off as quick as he came.
A warrior of light? Why
It's
would someone
odd,
go
but-
around calling himself that, though? It was those bastards who caused the flood. I mean, if you were going to pretend to be anyone, it'd be him, the warrior of darkness.
Eh? Oh, I didn't know. It's an honor.
Since the Eater is no longer a threat, our work here is done. Return to your posts.
I had hoped to fight at your side today. But I'll continue to follow your example, and may we meet again.
I apologize for the wasted journey. It seems I overestimated the threat. As for this warrior of light, I do not know who would be brazen enough to take that mantle for his own. Whatever it may once have meant, it is forever tainted by the association with the Flood. The Exarch told me the truth of Ardbert and his comrades' deeds, and I am aware they played some part in your own triumph. But to most, they are synonymous with the calamity that befell this world. Still, if this man is minded to destroy Sin Eaters, I may forgive him his unfortunate choice of alias. But that is neither here nor there. I thank you for accompanying me.
With that concluded, shall we return to the Crystarium? There is a proposal I should like to make.
Forgive me. There is one more thing. A personal concern of mine. I had hoped you might have a moment to speak privately.
Take your time. I shall go on ahead.
Hey up, Albert. Your luck's in.
I will not mince words. This matter concerns the Exarch. Though his countenance belies his age, his demeanor never has. He has seen more than any man should and grown ever more weary with time. But I see I give the wrong impression. While it is true he attempted to open a letter with a salmon fillet the other evening, we are not here because I suspect his mind is deteriorating. Nor do I believe him to be so maddeningly unconcerned by the prospect of his own death as he once was. Indeed, the opposite is true. It is for this reason that I seek your advice. Since he returned from the Tempest, the Exarch is not as he was. He seems a different man, a younger man. I know not the details of his research, but when I saw him at work recently, there was a glint in his eye that I had never seen before. He looked happy.
So what's the problem then, love?
It was as if he had peered into the future and for the first time found joy there. Though it gladdens me to see him thus, I wonder if I should not keep my distance. I fear that my presence will only anchor him to the past, remind him of all the pain that came before.
Anchors keep us where we've chosen to be. He's lost without you, you know, and he misses you already. Last one. He's lost without you.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he wants to stroke your
Then
ears.
perhaps we might remain as we were. As we have always been. What a relief. In that case, I will have to speak with him about the amount of time he is spending at work. This research is important, I know, but if he refuses to consider his own health, I will have to consider it for him.
Do. Right, what's next? I will not keep you and your comrades as much to discuss. I will see the others back to their posts. Right, speak with Alfie. Back at the Crystarium. Yes. Got to be brew. Cheers, peeps. Yorkshire tea. Taylor's of Farragut. Come on, free box. That's all I want. Oh, good brew. Right. Excuse me. COVID. Do you have business with the... Yeah, of course I don't want to go in. Yeah. Others are quite shocked to hear what we found. There's a proposal I would like to make. Oh, I beg your pardon. I've been spending a great deal of time in the Cabinet of Curiosity. I've noted more and more people perusing books on history, the years leading up to the flood in particular. I suspect they wish to know more about the Warriors of Light, as well they should, but nearly everything I've come across describes them as Sin Eaters or worse. Regardless of whether or not this Warrior of Light is who they claim to be, I worry that their sudden appearance may lead can't read, not today, may lead to growing unrest and fear. If the people of the Crystarium seek the truth, I say we give it to them. I too can attest to the falsehoods found within full many of the Cabinet's tomes, with nary a mention of the noble deeds of Ardbert and his comrades. To be fair, they bear some responsibility for the flood, but when the tale is told again and again over the course of a century, I'm not surprised to see their roles distorted and them painted as villains. Were it not for the records stored within the Crystal Tower, I would have had no reason to question the narrative. Unfortunately, that knowledge was of no use, for when I arrived here in the first, their reputation had already been irreparably tarnished. That said, there still remains those who work tirelessly to defend their good name. Consider all the good they had done, I find it a wonder they needed defending at all. They brought to justice the man who misused my knowledge to bring about the fall of Fobert. That such heroes could be spoken of in the same breath as Sin Eaters is absurd. Good old Buggerlugs. Under normal circumstances I would agree, but as time passed, those who knew firsthand of their deeds dwindled. In the end, only one truth remained. They caused the flood. With the world on the brink of oblivion, it was all too easy for the Warriors of Light to become villains. At that point, the truth mattered little. It would not change their lot. Thanks to all of you, however, their lot has changed, and now they may heed the long-forgotten truth. You claimed it was Ardbert who helped you overcome Emmett Selch. Such a revelation would do well to sway the hearts of those who know him only as a villain. Shared this with a select few, but one and all must be told of his sacrifice. Let's proceed with Alfie's plan. We call together the people of Crystarium and recount them the true tale of the Warriors of Light. What say you, Albert? Spread the word. Then we're all in one mind. Good. Exat might ask you to continue working with Buggerlugs and our means of returning home. The rest of us will see to the gathering of the people. We have to reach out to anyone and everyone who are willing to lend an ear. Sorry, I'm drinking my tea, thirsty. There, done now. Right. Exit. Let's go and chat to loads of people. I might have to open up the map a bit. Can't use my dragon. Oh, Bragi. Going to browse. Waffle, 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 waffle. Consider my interest piqued. Right, while we are here, I've got those. That new coat that he's doing, I think. No, I haven't. I must have done it. Right, somebody's up here somewhere. Oh, Glinard. Warrior of the Light, yes, the Exarch mentioned them before. Right. Down here. Try around here. Oh, here. Chamomile. I'm not bothering reading it. It's just blah de blah, innit? Let's see if there's a thing near them. A crystal shard. Well, there's that one over there, so that will be that one and that one. Yeah, save running around there. Oh, Catless Everdeen. How's the Hunger Games, love? Alright. Waffle, waffle, waffle. Does she do something with uniforms? No. Go to the next one. Right to the top, innit? Leon Tapioca. Right, Cocker. A wind up mistel. I ain't got that one. Albert, forgive me. Wish to know the truth about the flood. You would address the people, tell them the truth. How wonderful. Speak with Alfie. Right, well, I've got to get down first, don't I? Colossal Gate. Down came the rain. There you are, between the four of us, I dare say we've swept the Crystarium from top to bottom. Now we need but wait for the people to gather.
Yes, this looks to be nearly everyone.
Oh, not
Let us
many.
begin, shall we? Though I am usually the first to hold forth at such events, I think on this occasion that honor should fall to you.
They would be more inclined to take the word of the Warrior of Darkness.
Indeed. In light of the subject matter, who better than thee to speak these truths?
Wicked White? The Warriors of Light did all that?
So they never... I mean, they only ever wanted to help. And when everything they'd done turned to ash, they still carried on.
They gave everything to stop the flood. First their lives, then their souls. And they managed it too, in the end. They saved us. And we cursed their names.
This should go a long way towards clearing the air.
Ardbert.
Impossible.
You can see him too.
I definitely see something. You don't think it's a ghost, do you?
Nay, yonder standeth no bloodless apparition, but a warrior of light and darkness both. Ardbert.
What in the world?
It's you! The one who slew the Eater!
That it should be the Warrior of Darkness who brought the truth to light. You've saved me a fair bit of time. Though I have a few words of my own to say, if I may. People of the Crystarium! I am Ardbert. One of those you know as a Warrior of Light.
That's impossible. You should be dead.
Aye, that I should. But as the world has been given new life, so too have I. I know not why I, and I alone, have been gifted this chance. But I do know this. Only by the will of the star itself could such a miracle come to pass. The hero who stands before you now, the Warrior of Darkness, is not of this world. And the day will come when he must return to his home. But this land is our home. And if it is to remain so, now and forevermore, it is we who must protect it. The time to rely on saviors from afar has passed. It is you who must rise. You who must become the new Warriors of Light.
What? Us? Warriors of Light?
What's going on here?
None of us were born heroes, my friend. I was only ever a man with a thirst for adventure. But wherever my journeys took me, I was invariably confronted with the same choice. To lend what aid I could to those in need, or not. And I always chose the former.
When we slew Emmett Selch, didn't he? That Ascian cutscene said he'd use the Warriors of Light to destroy the Warriors of Darkness, didn't he? So I'm just, I don't know. Could he be an
Any
Ascian?
one of you could do the same. All you need is the will to help your fellow man, and the resolve to see it through.
I could be totally wrong. It could be the real Albert. Albert don't think so though, does he? Not with that furrowed brow.
From thine own lips did we learn of Ardbert's fate, and by thy countenance I gather thou art not inclined to recant thy testimony. Yet whosoever this man may be, his words hold truth and resonate with the citizenry besides. For us to voice our doubts here and now would serve but to sow disquiet. 'Twere better we retired unto the Ocular and there discuss this matter in private.
Go. I will stay here and watch.
So, that is a Warrior of Light of the First. I've not had the pleasure of making his acquaintance, but as you all seem to be in agreement, I gather this is no simple case of mistaken identity.
As far as I was able to discern, that was indeed Ardbert. It has been a long time, but not that long. Could he truly have been resurrected as he claims?
Looks like him, sounds like him, but isn't him. No, I agree.
Ardbert did entrust his very soul unto thee. I see no reason to question thy judgment.
Nor I. To my eyes, your ether burns as brightly as the day you slew Emmett Selk. That is proof that he is with you still.
Yet that which standeth now before the people is far more than a passing imitation. I am reminded of the cardinal virtues, though a sin-eater he is not. Which leaveth but one plausible explanation.
Ascian.
That he is an Ascian.
Yeah, called it.
Given their fondness for posthumous possession, I would have to agree. From what I understand, the Warriors of Light were laid to rest in Yulmore by those whom they had aided in life. At the time, some few still remembered them as heroes. Needless to say, 4 of them were subsequently exhumed to serve as the Virtues. And if one knew where to look, Ardbert too would not have been difficult to find.
Assuming then that this is indeed the work of an Ascian, my mind inevitably turns to the last remaining paragon to survive the Sundering.
Elidibus. That Xenos hath reclaimed his own flesh is known. Thus evicted from his borrowed form, and cognizant no doubt of Emet-Selch's failure here in the First, 'tis quite possible the emissary chose Ardbert for his next vessel.
Inhabiting the flesh of the fallen? My, that is unsavory. And they do this often, you say?
Verily, for they possess no corporeal forms of their own. In what one may term their natural state, none save those gifted with the Echo can perceive them. Indeed, when Elidibus intruded upon the waking sands, his presence did go unmarked by all save Minfilia and the Warrior of Light. On that occasion, I myself remained ignorant of his coming until after his departure. It was only at a later juncture, when he deigned to appear before me in borrowed flesh, that I was finally able to take the measure of him. In such puppetry do the Ascians engage when they seek to influence the course of history.
And they have gained much by it. Emet-Selch single-handedly built the Garlean Empire in this manner, while the Hebrea came close to conquering Eorzea, having taken possession of Thancred's living body.
Yet it must needs be noted that the Ascians cannot avail themselves of all mortal vessels. For were they able to do so, none would serve as a better pawn than our own redoubtable champion. Mayhap the blessing of light shieldeth Hydaelyn's chosen from Ascian influence. Or mayhap other forces are at work. We cannot say for certain.
Whatever the reason, I hope it holds true. I dare not contemplate what might come to pass otherwise.
Is it not peculiar, then, that Ardbert's mortal remains should be susceptible, given that he was once a warrior of light? Or did the final departure of his soul make it possible, perhaps? Regardless, to hear an Ascian use him to call forth new warriors of light boggles the mind.
Elidibus hath ever been an enigma, his ostensible purpose being to preserve the balance between light and dark. When he made overtures towards me, however, I was afforded a glimpse behind the mask of the self-appointed emissary. I shall not defend mine actions, undertaken in pursuit of a better understanding of our foe as either wise or prudent. Nevertheless, what little I did glean may now prove useful. Elidibus possesseth a subtle mind, practiced in the art of manipulation. That he coaxed this star's most valiant heroes as far as the source with naught save half-truths is no trifling feat. And now I believe he doth employ his skills once more to some as yet unknown end. Though naught is certain, should my suspicions prove true, we shall have need of all our wits if we are to uncover and thereafter thwart his plot.
Agreed. 'Tis plain that simply speaking out against him will not avail us. At best, it would only serve to confuse the people. And I would hesitate to do anything which might tarnish Ardbert's reputation once more, nor yours by association. That being the case, it may be wise to keep a covert eye on this Ardbert's movements, as we attempt to discern his purpose and how best to mitigate his influence.
His performance appears to have concluded. What now? Go back out and follow him?
'Twould appear Master Alphino already hath pursuit in mind, and I suspect one pair of eyes shall better serve our cause than half a dozen. Let the rest of us maintain an inconspicuous distance, for the present at least.
Ooh, we got piety, vitality, nah. Critical hit, vitality and skill speed, possibly. That one. Boiled greens or whatever they're called. Right. You did well to dispel the falsehoods, though I must say the reappearance of Ardbert, rather curious development. He is an impostor, of that is no doubt. After they were laid to rest, the people prayed fervently for them to deliver them from their plight. I, for one, would like to know why Ardbert urged the people to become warriors of light. Ere we take action, we must needs ascertain his intent. Let us pray that Master Alpha returns soon with the most essential knowledge. Excuse me, COVID. For now, I think it's best to apprise Thancred and Reen of our efforts. When we confront Ardbert, we shall no doubt have need of their strength. Agreed. I think it prudent we all take measures to prepare what's to come. Buggerlugs and I will continue our research into how we might improve the spirit vessel. They think it's time I return to Greatwood. Till now, everything we have learned of the Ascians has been handed to us at their leisure, but that was one of Emmett Selcher's unique failings. I have no reason to think Elidibus will be as forthcoming. Fortunately, I recently received word from Fanau that that heretofore unexplored chambers have been discovered deep within the Kitano Revel. Almet believes the relics within tell of a great calamity that befell an ancient civilization, that of the Ascians. Perhaps they may lead us to the truths we seek. Would you care for company? I wouldn't dream of going without you. When you're ready, make for Fanau. Halmet and her sisters will be expecting us. Right. Let's be about our tasks. Right, speak with Amit at Fanau and Rikki Tikki. Off we go. How are we doing on time? About 15 minutes. So what's he up to then, Elidibus? Is he going to make new warriors of light and then spread discord and get him to kill our warriors of light, the Scions? Could be. Welcome, allies of Wonka. We have accomplished much since you last came. We have at last reclaimed our hunting grounds near Rikki Tikki Falls. It was there we discovered more ruins. We're all here in agreement. For any investigation could proceed, you should be summoned. We are grateful that you did. Blah 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 blah. Wisdom would prove invaluable. I see, then it's good for you to have come, for Wonka was once home to the greatest of weapons, knowledge and understanding. It's our duty to ensure and yours do not want for either. That said, we must proceed with caution. To have reached the inner chambers unmolested suggests a more formidable deterrent yet lies within. Come now. Yeah, alright, come on then, let's get going. This is not a game, sister. You should not be so eager to run headlong into danger. When was it pining for the return of our allies that we might venture into the ruins? You promised not to. Let's get going. Get back here. Remind me, exactly how old are you and your sisters? On second thought, perhaps it's for the better, I do not know. Pray forgive their overzealous nature. None save we three have been privileged to escort you and yours into the ruins and bear witness to its secrets. Their hearts now burn with a curiosity that is not easily satiated. Please, you needn't apologise. Speaking of which, I believe I kept you away from the ruins long enough. Yeah, let's get going. Where are we going then? Over there. Can I fly there? Which way is it? That way? More strange danger surely awaits us on the other side. Oh, we've got 10 minutes. Oh, let's proceed. If it goes over the hour, it goes over the hour.
Come. Our new discoveries are to be found this way.
The people of Ronka are known to have venerated animals, but these features do not match those of any indigenous species. This is no common beast. Though that much is plain from its proportions.
Lifelike, is it not? One could almost imagine it breathed. Why you...
This owl, by contrast, seems no different from the others we've seen.
The sealed door lies ahead.
Oh, come on, get a bloody move on. Is that thing gonna come alive? Only need to find an owl. Don't tell me you got to put that owl on there. That thing comes alive, you got to beat it.
As you see, one statue is missing.
Ready?
Too simple. There will be some additional defense mechanism. Just a moment. There are words carved into the stone. He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber shall instead waken the beast
Called
and
it.
know his folly. Wait! Don't!
What? But I only... What is happening? Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, it lives!
Didn't
Why
see
am
that
I
coming.
not surprised? Prepare yourselves.
What the hell? Oh. Puzzle time, is it? Oh, maybe not. What? We're playing cards? What the hell's going on? You trespass mortal upon sacred ground, in retribution 4 souls have I bound. Yet to heroes proven, learned and wise, a comrade's soul shall be their prize. Alright. Okay, so I'm going to have to do answer me these riddles 3. If you would see their soul set free, answer me. Deaf to poor, with kin do I vie. Though sought apart, betterment. Oh, what? Well, he's not an oppo, is he? Deaf to poor, with kin do I vie. Betterment of the whole do our efforts descry. Well, that's the only one with a paw, isn't it? Indeed, the oppo is keen and shrewd, the spirit of ingenuity bellows. Oh, that's that one. With fearsome fang I travel with pack. Together we find harmony, and thus for peace our land does not lack. What am I? Serpent, wolf. I would go for the wolf. 'Twas indeed the spirit of the wolf their doctrines praised. On my belly do I crawl, but my strength does prosperity reign within our hall. What am I? On my belly. Serpent. Indeed, the dread serpent turned protector, lured to slumber. Thus to you a soul returns. I'll get his stolen now. Desire you that which I yet claim, then we shall play another game. Test of mind and memory. Twixt these talismans hide friend and foe. Choose your companion as well, or sorrow no. Sorry about that, just ripping off a bit of paper. Free your comrades from the talismans. Ronken, 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 Ronken. Are they all the same? What am I meant to do here then? Nothing on the back. So perhaps some meaning to the arrangement. Would that I could read these talismans. Well, they're all the same, aren't they? Ah. Was that one? Should have done that, should I?
No mercy!
Hey, together at last. Yet still there remains one trial you must pass. Glean the knowledge enshrined in this earth, I would first take the measure of your worth. One worthy of she who the Ronkens extolled. I would defeat the Huaka. Get everything going. Bang, bang. Oh, get out of there.
To leave a mark.
Ah, remember those arrows then. The red one means stay away from everybody. Gold one, get in there.
Here I come.
it.
I will not hold back!
All the bard stuff going again.
I will not hold back!
Tough bugger, isn't he? I'll be scratching him. Run away.
Let us see how you handle this! This is going to leave a mark!
Come on, we're nearly there.
This is going to leave a mark!
We've done it. Oh, I don't know what was happening at the end there with that dome, and not wholly unexpected, but an exhausting ordeal. Alright, I was thinking, how do you get out there? Right. So now we can open that door then.
Twould seem the magics have returned us. How polite. Now, what have we learned?
Ah, we were bound to run into a living statue eventually. And now we can open the door.
He who would disturb a hero's deserved slumber.
Thing is, if I stop the game now, do we have to start it all again? Probably. Have to carry on. Sorry about this, folks. It's going to be a bit longer.
A tomb, just as I thought. Befitting a hero.
Yeah, but what hero?
She is Vis. Could it be the Archmage Tiuna? A legendary hero of Ronka, as you surmised. The tales tell of how she smote entire armies with a single incantation, so potent was her spellcraft. Though she ever fought in the name of peace.
I thought them no more than tales. To think she really existed.
Well, I, for one, always believed.
I wonder. By the light of fallen stars, great power awakens.
Tiuna was not only a master of spellcraft. It is said she could see truths long lost and hear the voices of men's hearts.
Naught less than the Echo. In which case, none of this is mere coincidence. A shower of stars setting the sky aflame. And in both this world and the Source, we find individuals within whom a mysterious power awakened at the sight.
Oops, sorry. I don't know what she
Does the
said
scene
then.
depicted here not resemble the one we saw when we first ventured into the Katana Ravel? Moreover, does it not recall that which Emmett Selk invited us to witness in Amarot? The final days. If, as the Exarch's research suggests, soul and mind share a fragile yet profound bond, might it not be possible for an event to leave such a deep imprint upon the soul that it could be perceived eons later, given a suitable trigger? The Echo defies explanation by conventional etherological theory, or shall we say modern etherological theory. But if it is a power that once belonged to the ancients, to souls yet undivided, it would seem I have entered the realm of pure speculation, and I call myself a scholar. I shall refrain from making any further wild claims until such time as I have evidence. Still, I cannot choose but be reminded of our experience in Amarot.
Then you must recall Emmett Selcher's dying requests. Yeah, that's the one. Never forget. Remember
us.
them.
History is learned, not lived. We have always protected the tales of Ronka, just as we have protected this place. But we are mindful of what our mothers taught us. We see the past through our own eyes, and speak of it with our own words. Thus do we come to understand it in our own way. But this is not the same as remembering.
Your mothers were wise. Though we witnessed the final days, Our impressions cannot fail to be colored by our own experiences and expectations. Those who lived through it would have perceived the event quite differently. We must bear in mind that it is no simple matter to keep the truth alive, or it will die with Emmett Selk and his kin. But we have disturbed Hugh not long enough. Fanau will serve similarly well as a venue for our contemplations.
Oh, right, okay. I see, is it? Back to Fanau. Right, that's where we're going to save it then. There we go. As always, thanks for your views. Always appreciated. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Come on, I want to get double figures on YouTube. Tell your friends, say, oi, just click the old subscribe button for him. It's free. Anyway, till next time, peeps, I'll see you.